TMR Gang is about to go live online. Catch the video stream of the hottest and most awarded morning program on Philippine FM radio, The Morning Rush. Straight from the Monster Facebook page at RX931, the Monster YouTube channel at RX931, and Twitch.tv/Monster RX931. Time to have fun with hosts Chico, Hazel, and Marky. Join the TMR Gang now. Stand by and enjoy the program.
Monster RX93.1. Time for the top 10 for today, and we are live on Facebook.
Facebook.com/RX931, Twitch TV, and YouTube Live. Saying good morning to everybody in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Hello to Ronaldo Quino, AC Miggy Corix, who says, first time to send a text message. Good morning to all the rushers. I just want to say hi to one of your regulars, Al Macchiato, who I happen to know and work with in one of my previous jobs in Ortigas.
Oh, that's so cool.
Oh, okay. Hello. Okay. What's up to Sydney Schroeder? Good morning to JPV, also to Kate and your cup of Tino. Good morning to Bernice and Carrie. Hazel, Tom was the eldest son. Said The Impossible, the movie.
I really want to watch it now. Knowing that Tom Holland is there
you
as a
know
kid,
what? I
I'm
want
going
to
to watch
rewatch it. Now that I know that Tom Holland is actually that character.
Yeah.
Alam mo yun? Parang because
Yeah.
I didn't know. And I never got to rewatch it after I watched it for the first time. So I might just do that soon. Also saying good morning to some people on Twitter. Hello to my friend Rai, who's listening. Good morning to OD1 Kenobi, G-Man's Girl. Good morning to all the TM armies. What's up to Coffee Chugger? And Coffee Chugger enjoyed that Coldplay song we played a while ago. Hello to Francis, SD Tamayo, Victoriano, Torre Bavel, Simply Nedge, and to everybody else on Twitter. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to Missy. Thank you for the goodie.
Yes, thank you, Missy. Thank you. I got your chicharron. Thank you. And we've got our top 10 for today, courtesy of J. Arcata, Lessons Learned from Movies. Let's start off at number 10, coming from Tito Grumpy. Hindi naman totoo yung eksenang sinagot mo yung nanay mo nung sinabi niya na kumain na, tapos sasagutin mo ng kumain na ako, sabay pasok sa room. Sinubukan ko dati, pinalayas ako sa bahay.
Yung mga damit ko, pag uwi ko, nasa labas na.
Naka-impake na. Gano'n
Tingnan ko in-impake pa. Usually in movies, para may impact, kailangan nakatambak dun.
Hindi binabato sa
like, it's like a pile of clothes.
Dapat binabato from the second floor para mas may impact.
Para may impact.
Number 9, coming from Victoriano. Lessons learned from movies. Hindi lahat ng clown na may dalang lobo friendly.
Yung iba galing sa ilalim ng ano.
Well, I have never found clowns to be like pleasant. TBH.
Me too.
As a kid, I was petrified.
Person.
Even before my clown phobia.
Mm.
I never had a clown phobia until I was a little older. But they scared me. You know that whole, I remember even as a kid, when you have those clowns in children's party, syempre, this was like, hindi naman sila always have the best, alam mo yung that cakey white makeup na nagka-crack-crack. But like, it was petrifying to me as a kid. Because I knew they were people, and then they had this painted on smile, and then, it just scared me so much.
Ako kasi wala akong fear of clowns. I just don't like them. I just don't find them entertaining or
I'm scared.
Sorry.
I'm scared of them.
I just don't find them parang appealing.
Yeah,
even
I
as
get
a
it
child.
I hate it.
Mas gusto ko pa ng mascot. Kasi you know how some kids are also scared of mascots?
I get it.
Mas okay pa ako sa mascots.
I actually know someone who dated a clown.
Kala ko mascot.
No, like a literal, like a professional clown.
Really?
Yeah.
Do they actually make money?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know the clown personally. Kinuwento lang sa akin na parang actually clown siya.
Sabi ni Jericho, Bianca Del Rio is my favorite clown. Mine too, I think.
Oh, okay.
No, but I mean, so paano yun? Did your friend ever make kwento na they got it on tapos naka-clown paint pa
I
yung...
did not ask anymore. Basta alam
You
ko
didn't
lang,
wanna know?
professional clown lang, oo. And you know, that's my friend, so I don't want to know if they did
I
anything.
mean, who knows where that
No.
red nose has been?
I don't know. Bahala na sila doon. Kanila na lang yon.
I don't
I
wanna,
respect their
I don't wanna
privacy.
nose.
I respect their privacy. Number, let me see here. Number 7. Oh, 8 from Call Me RB. The Harry Potter movies actually foretold the current fuel crisis. Diba sabi nung isang spell, expensive petroleum.
Yun pala yun.
Hindi siya expecto patronum. Expensive
petroleum.
petroleum. And then instantly, gas prices
Oh
will
my
go
God.
up. And diba it's so British / Aussie. When you call it petrol.
Petrol. 'Cause
Like,
we don't
yeah.
say it like we don't refer to it as petrol
As
here
petrol,
in the
yeah.
Philippines.
We call it gasoline, gas. Americans, di ba gasoline?
Fuel.
Sila kasi petrol. Number 7 from Shiri Haha. From Albus Dumbledore in Harry Potter. We were just talking about it. Lessons I learned from movies. It's not how you are alike, it's how you are not. So basically, it's the whole, you have a choice to be who we want or not want to be. Kunyari, you're kind of like comparing yourself to somebody who's evil.
Mm.
Yeah, you can focus on the things that make you the same and think that you're evil too. Or you can, like Albus Dumbledore in Harry Potter, focus on the things that you're not similar.
Yeah.
So that you can go like, well, yeah,
but,
we may be this, but I'm
Mm-mm.
this. Very different from that. So I can be a good person. So
yeah,
nasa sayo din yun. Totoo yan like it's a mind game sometimes.
that's true.
If you think of yourself as a good person, you might end up doing better things. But if you also see yourself as a bad person, then your actions will follow suit.
I see myself as a good person. It's the people around me, co-host, na parang they see me in the worst light possible.
Kasi like sometimes what you also have to do as a friend and as a co-host, parang, to be real, sabihin mo sa kanya na parang, let's be real. We have to be like the mirror.
Oh.
On which you will see your true reflection.
I have a mirror. I have it beside me at all times. And I see nothing but good.
Ika nga ni Barbara Streisand, the mirror has two faces.
Buisit.
One of her classic movies. The mirror has two faces.
Fine.
And also, number 6 from Archer Aguilar. Lessons learned from movies. Your best friend is either A, your biggest romantic rival, or B, your romantic interest. You notice how in movies laging ganon? The best friend of the bida is like either magiging karibal niya or secret love na yung magiging from friends to lovers.
Yeah, madami talagang ganong plot line sa movies because I guess it really happens IRL.
Yeah.
It's just personally never happened to me. And I don't think it's something that will happen to me because, I don't know, ever since, hindi talaga, that's not how I roll.
It's so hard for me to say something about this kasi for me, it has happened to me. Pero from the start...
Wait, it has happened to you how? Like may naging karibal ka na best friend or na-fall?
No, the whole you fall in love with your friend. Parang because it was already there from the start.
Okay, gets.
I have never fallen in love with a friend
na hindi ka
talagang
interesado
friend
from,
ko lang talaga.
Yeah, from the jump.
Tapos biglang nag-evolve into romantic feelings. Never.
You always kind of know from like the first meeting whether there's attraction or not.
Hindi kasi gets, like pwede rin naman kasi yung, alam mo yung, you meet somebody. If they're attractive, period. right?
Mm.
And then they become your friends. It doesn't mean that you're still attracted to them or still. Pero kumbaga sa car, nakapark na yung car na yon. Na
Yeah.
you just find them attractive, but you're not in love with them, you don't have a crush
You're
on
not
them.
planning to do anything.
Yung ganon, pwede siyang mag-evolve. 'Di ba? Down the line, biglang, you have a moment together and then you both realize, oh, you know what? I'm attracted to you. Oh yeah, me too. Yun pwede yun. Kasi from the start, na-establish mo na sa isip mo na, oh, you know what? This friend is an attractive person.
Mhm.
But, it's not gonna happen now because we're not interested. Yun pwede yun. Pero yung talagang like, literally parang kapatid na yung tingin mo sa kanila, I can't. I cannot imagine myself falling in love with that kind of friend.
Yeah, it's a little.
It's gross.
Yeah, it's gross.
It is gross. And also, John Sinai says, paano Chico, kunyari nag-start kayo ni somebody sa friendship? Ay, syempre, I'm open to that, di ba? Friendship naman is always a welcome thing in your life, di ba?
Pero who are we kidding? If, hello, at first sight, meron ng something eh. Diba?
Ano yun? Ano yun? What was that? Something at first sight?
Lost? Ay, love?
Halo-halo na yun.
Oh, pero aminin mo nung first sight, hindi love. Hindi mo naman agad na love, diba? Siyempre, iba, hello.
Bakit? Ikaw ba yung Ikaw ba yung naka-experience?
Ay, di, alam ko lang.
Ikaw ba ano?
Bakit? Eh, gusto mo, kwento ko sa kanila yung kinukwento mo sa akin kanina.
Wag ka nga.
Alam ko yung first
Wag
interaction.
ka nga. Oy,
in
ano yun ha?
person.
It was admiration.
Mhm.
It was admiration. Wag kang nang iimbento ka. Ito talagang si Hazel. Nakakasar. Ito na naman, tinutokso kami.
Ikaw kinakwento mo eh. Dapat hindi mo kinakwento, baka maparusahan ka.
Sa ngalan ng buwan.
You've been a bad boy.
You've been a bad, bad boy. And also, number 5, coming from Yogon, lessons learned from movies, bihira lang ang happy ending sa pagitan ng mga pangit. Happily ever after is only for good-looking people. Well, except Shrek. I mean, that was the, di ba nga, that's the subversion of the movie na it upended everything we know from the usual. You know, like, the Disney princesses always ended up with the Prince Charmings, and they're all, even si Beast, di ba, yung from a beast, he became a Prince Charming.
Mhm.
Shrek, ginawang opposite. The beautiful princess fell in love with an ogre, and then the beautiful princess turned out to be an ogre din pala.
Yeah.
Gets? Yung parang, it just destroyed all of the tropes and all the stereotypes
But
of
let's face it,
fairy
in real
tales.
life din naman eh, di ba? Wala naman yan sa, sometimes you see happy couples, they're not exactly the most attractive people,
Yeah.
but they seem to
Yeah.
be living in their own little world,
Yeah.
in their own happy bubble, and, di ba? Good for them.
What's important is that you're happy with them.
Exactly.
Minsan you're with like gorgeous people and you're not happy. Aanhin mo yon, di ba? I mean, that little high
Mhm.
is very short-lived, Like pag nagsawa ka na dun sa itsura ng gorgeous person na yun, siyempre, you're going to look for something more. Something that, yung tatagal ka ng what? 20, 30, 40 years together, right? It's going to take more than good looks to last that
Kaya
long.
minsan nananalo talaga yung mga pangit. Di ba? Wala din talaga sa itsura.
Oh, and also, sabi ni Miguel, Shrek na naman? Talaga si Chico talaga, bet si Shrek. Hindi nga. Yung storya nga,
Oo.
di ba? May
Kayo
storya.
talaga, parang dapat pala medyo natuto tayo nung pinanood natin yung Shrek. Kasi TBH talaga, wala talaga akong take away sa Shrek.
Wala ka
Parang
talaga.
deadma lang ako sa
Ako
kanya.
din naman. Hindi, diba, I do love it. Yung love ko for Shrek, very, what's the word for it? Very objective. Like, nagagalingan ako dun sa ginawa nila. And like, I see what you did there. Pero, yun nga, hindi lang siya close to my heart. Just not like, not
Kasi
like...
hindi ka makarelate. Because you could never. Kasi alam ko yung mga tipo mo. At
Alam
ang
mo,
mga tipo mo,
Hazel.
hindi pasok si Shrek o si Fiona, for sure.
Mm-mm. Dapat more along the line of,
Hercules.
hindi, Flynn
Si Flynn.
sa Rapunzel.
Ow!
And Tarzan.
Tarzan! How could I forget? Tarzan. Di ba ano nga natin yan?
Oo, di ba?
Yung live.
No, not just the live version, ha? Not just the live, even the animated
Kasi
one.
nga, kung yung live version, ganun naka-attractive.
Di ba? Oo. So, yeah. And also, number 4, from Jungkook's Girl, lessons learned from movies. Not everyone needs and would have a redemption arc or some tragic backstory to explain how they are the way they are. Some people are just plain evil. Kasi
Yeah,
di ba parang,
minsan nire-romanticize mo pa na parang kasi ito yung mga
ito yung
nangyari,
nangyari
sa
sa
kanya, kaya
kanya.
siya naging ganyan eh.
Oo. And sometimes, evil is just evil. You know? And like, di ba yung Maleficent na she wasn't always like that. But, you know, she went through a lot of things that turned her the way she is. And yun nga, yung iba talagang wala. Evil lang talaga.
Yung iba talaga, born this way.
That's true. And number 3 from Patrick Starlord, lessons learned from movies. There aren't always definitive roles where one is a hero and the other is a villain. Sometimes it depends on the POV.
Minsan, ikaw yung feeling mo main character when all along, ikaw pala talaga yung villain.
That is
in
true.
the story.
That is true.
Because you're a villain, sa story niya, siya yung main character.
Siya yung main character.
Ikaw yung villain.
Yes.
Exactly.
Diba? So depending on who you ask, depending on the point of view, it's very subjective. And from Al Macchiato, very, very similar. Lessons learned from movies. You break the rules, you become the hero. I do it, and I become the enemy. That doesn't seem fair. So this is a quote from Doctor Strange. Si Wanda nagsabi nito. And yeah, Al Macchiato was saying, kahit tingin mo ikaw ang bida, there will always be people who will see you as their villain. No matter how good you think you are, no matter how upright you think you are, meron at merong tao na ang tingin sa'yo kontrabida.
Tingin ko, even if the world tells me I'm like the best person ever, you're always gonna be there to disagree with the whole world. Am I right?
The world? The world?
The world.
Kailan natin narinig yun?
Even if all our Facebook viewers say Hazel is such a good person, Chico will always be there to say,
may screenshot ka?
Since when?
May screenshot ka?
Ayan, so sabi nila, basta meron ako nakita kanina, nawala na, natabunan na yung message.
Natabunan. Sige. And the top lessons learned from movies comes from Engineer Mox.
Engineer Mox says,
I learned from The Pursuit of Happiness that your initial circumstance will not necessarily determine your final outcome. If you work hard enough, you can achieve what you want despite the odds. Kumbaga, kung saan ka nagsimula, hindi yun necessarily ang magdidictate kung saan ka magtatapos. Nasa sayo yun. But totoo, I mean, like, it will have a big effect. Obviously, if you're like medyo, you weren't dealt with good cards, medyo it'll be more of an uphill climb. But it's not impossible.
You can always change the course.
You can change the course, as corny as it may sound. And a lot of people do say that Will Smith deserved his Oscar for that more than King Richard. The Pursuit of Happiness. So, like, alam mo yung, you know how like the Oscars work sometime, na overlook ka.
So they make up for
So
it
they
by
kind of like,
giving you...
Kunyari, one role was a 10, and then second role, another year, you lost again 10. Parang down the road, you probably will give an 8, and they're like, pwede na to, dito na natin siya i-reward.
I feel like kind of similar with what happened kay Leo.
Yes.
Ang dami niyang movies before The Revenant na I feel like he could have won. Not
only that, the great Martin Scorsese. Diba, he was one of the most unrewarded directors. Like, he's one of our greatest directors ever, ever, ever. Tapos he didn't win until, ano nga ba yun? Basta, like for a movie na you wouldn't even put it in his top 5.
Pero that's when he won.
Parang career
That's what he won
reward
with.
na siya.
Oo.
Career reward.
It's more of like yung cumulative nung work niya.
Yes.
Oo, impact ng
And
work
then
niya.
siguro na nominate siya on a year na wala namang stand out masyado.
So sa kanya na lang.
So parang ikaw na lang. We'll reward you after all those snubs where we didn't make you win. We'll make you win this year. So there you go. The top 10 lessons learned from movies. We do have one more batch, but we'll play a couple of songs first in the RX booth, but we will stay on Facebook Live.
But, pansinin mo naman all the comments sa Facebook.
Comments.
Hello. Sobrang bait kaya ni Hazel. Hazel's a good person.
Ayan, di ba? Hazel is a
Such a
good
good
person. Si
person.
Renz yun ha, dalawa. Wag mo i-count as dalawa yun. Isa lang
may
yun.
madami na before that pa. Mm-mm.
Tapos
So,
meron sabi nga ni Japat, ha? Hazel? Ano yun?
alam mo, dapat ikaw, markado ka na sa akin, sinasabi ko sa'yo.
Oo, di ba?
More
Parang ano naman.
music. But join us on Facebook Live. Something from Cedar Show's Mafia now on Ride Wednesday. Hello.
Oh, yan. Sabi pa ni Nero, Hazel is such a good person. Oh, Hazel, pasend na lang ng GCash, ha?
Ay! Wag naman ganon. Wala namang ganyanan, guys.
So, may bayad yung cooperation nila.
Grabe naman tong mga to.
Nagsushock ako dun sa Rafaela Reyes. Akala ko
Kala
lagi
mo si Rafi Reyes,
Si Rafi
no?
Reyes, di ba?
Oo. Ano yan? Alter ego ni Rafi.
Oo nga eh. Hello, Rafaela. Si Gio, good morning. JWU.
JWU.
Just woke up.
Just woke up. I use that all the time.
JWU. Nalilito, pag manay si JWU, automatically, naaalala ko yung uwu.
Oh, sige. Alam mo yung SKL.
Sumalangit nawa ang kaluluwa.
Bakit naman napunta sa patay?
SNL pala yun.
SKL.
Ay, SNK. SKL? I'm so bad at this.
Siret. Share ko lang. Yung SLR. Do you use SLR?
The camera, yes, but
No, the abbreviation.
sila lang rarampa.
Hindi.
Ano?
Sorry, late reply. SLR. Oh, ang galing
Oh
niya,
my
no?
gosh.
Gets ni Azil or Hazel.
Ay, naku, Juice Blanc. Yung SKL niya.
Ano daw?
Tignan mo, hindi ko sasabihin.
SKL?
Oo, tignan mo. Hindi yung later
Tama
on.
naman eh.
Hindi, go up. Scroll up. Tignan mo, SKL. Sa
Wait,
ibabaw ni Azil.
Wait lang. So,
Oh, grabe.
ano, baka may lollipop kasi. Kaya sako lang, di ba?
Sige.
IYK. I use that all the time. Siguro maalam mo
Yakang-yaka.
yun. Chico naman. IYK. Don't you use it?
You know.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you
If
know.
you know, you know.
Ay, sabi ni Yel, sikip ko lang. SK. Parang ang daming shady
Good
meanings
for
ng
you.
SK.
I mean, dapat maglaro tayo ng meron akong bagong app eh. Tabu.
Ano to, maliligo tayo?
Walang timba eh, tabu lang.
O, paano?
Tabu, like the
How do you play that again? I forgot na eh.
basically there's a word that you have to guess, but there are taboo words that can't be mentioned when giving clues.
Oh, sige. Let's do it. Kasama
Sige.
yon yung music.
Oo.
Ang cute naman.
May pa-music.
Wait, so how does it work? Like,
Sige. So,
You'll-
papahulaan kita ng words.
okay.
Papakita ko sa kanila yung screen ko para the words that are taboo, I won't mention.
Sige. So I have to close my eyes?
Oo, para you don't see the
Sige.
ano.
Okay, tell me when I should close my eyes na.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Okay. Game.
Ready?
3,
Close my eyes.
2.
Sige.
Hold on. Oh my God. But I don't see the...
Pwede?
Wait. Pass. Time out.
Oh,
Hindi,
bakit?
Hindi. Ang hirap kasi pala because nahirapan ako kasi if I show the camera, then I don't see it.
You don't see it.
So then,
Look at
paano
it
ko
first.
magbibigay Ang hirap because I won't remember all the taboo words.
Madami yung words.
Madami yung words.
Okay.
Paano nga kaya natin ito gagawin? Dapat dapat nakikita nila simultaneously yung screen para, ang hirap kasi yung dami nung taboo words. Paano nga ba?
Or dapat ako'y nakahawak.
Hindi ko makikita yung...
Hindi, nakaganon ako. Kaya lang hindi ko rin makikita, no?
Oo, maliit
Nakasentro.
kasi. Ang hirap. Wag na nga, Pap. I-figure out mo natin yung logistics ng
kahit
taboo.
isa lang.
Sige, fine.
Let's try one. Kahit yung tumitingin-tingin ka. Hindi kasi ganito.
Pwede bang i-pause? Kasi pag pwede i-pause, papakita ko muna sa kanila.
Pakita mo muna sa kanila once, tapos ikaw na yung maghawak. Okay.
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 G-liner.
Bus.
Correct. What the hell? Orange. I said orange! I didn't see it na sa dulo.
Okay.
Ang epal. Ang hirap kasi pag...
Sige.
Okay, so Libra.
Horoscope.
Something
Zodiac.
something to do with the horoscope. What is the general study
Fortune telling.
pertaining to horoscopes?
Astrology.
Yes. See, ang hirap eh. Time's up na. Dead man na lang tayo sa time's up.
Sige.
I'll give you clues to the last one. Never mind. Ayoko na.
Bakit?
Kasi parang hindi maganda yung clue ko eh. Hindi ka nais-nais. Ikaw na magpahula. Paano? Kunin mo yung phone.
Ganun
Wait.
din, wait.
Ano ko sa'yo. Mas madali ka siguro kasi mas malapit yung camera mo.
So, how does it work?
Just press ready pag ready ka na.
How do you pause? Meron pause?
Walang pause. So, tuloy-tuloy siya.
Sige. All right. Okay, don't look.
Not looking.
Ready. Okay. All right.
Go.
Hindi maganda for like opposite of pineapple
Pusit.
and snow bear.
Mabaho.
Raw, lansa. Oh my gosh, this is so longish.
What the hell is this?
All the words that I
Give me a
want to-
different clue.
Food.
Is it seafood?
Not meat.
Fish?
No. Usually ayaw mong kainin.
Mushroom?
No.
I don't know.
It's so hard.
Truffle?
Asparagus. Ang hirap kasi alam mo yung mga bawal. Spear.
Vegetable.
Vegetable. Green. Eat. I can't even say eat. It's so hard. O sige, next.
Gawin mo ulit. Ulitin
Next.
mo.
Next.
Sige.
Okay, continue. Player one's turn. Okay, like ready. Okay, this one. Okay.
I'm not looking. It's okay.
All right. What you put in a vehicle,
Cargo.
not for adults.
Car seat.
Yes.
Evil laugh pa.
Okay. Ooh, this is tough. Okay. What you're doing now?
Sitting.
No, because when I give
Playing
you a
music.
clue,
Huh?
you
Guessing.
yes.
Ang evil nung laugh.
Okay. Ooh. DM? Ay, pwede ba yun? Wala naman nakalagay na.
Instagram. Message.
Yes!
Kaya ka naging kontrabida sa action movie.
I know, right? We got 3!
Congratulations!
Yes!
Ba't ka nakakatakot tumawa? Naglaro ka lang ng game, naging ano ka, Max Alvarado.
Bakit? Ang ganda kaya.
Naging Paquito Diaz level.
We're showing you. Sabi ni Butter Baby, pakita ng taboo words.
Merong nag-send ng link. Sabi niya baka daw pwedeng i-share screen if we play it dun sa
okay.
from online. We'll try that tomorrow.
Sige.
Ito playtaboo.com.
Pero it's weird Like for example, di ba message?
You can't use yung parang words na even if it's not the exact
Kunyari,
word. Kung yung
DM.
root word nun, nandun.
Hindi, kunyari DM. It's direct
You can't.
message. But I can't say message.
You can't say DM because DM is short for
Direct message.
So the answer is there.
Or yung mga tatagalogin mo.
Bawal. Tsaka bawal din yung sounds like. Sa taboo.
Ooh, that's tough.
Ang
hirap
Yeah. Dami siyang, may rules siya talaga na you can't say these things. You can't.
Okay, Adrian would like to say happy 15th anniversary to the center of his universe, his wife, Badette.
Wow.
Love you.
Happy anniversary, you
Happy
guys.
anniversary.
15 years.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Ang evil daw nung laugh ko. Grabe naman kayo.
Sobrang evil ng laugh mo. Nakakatakot. Parang biglang nag-iba yung kasama ko.
Bakit? Ang ganda kaya. Ay, kasi natutuwa ako that, we
Bigla
were
ka
actually getting
naging
it.
villain from like para kang yung caricature na villain, ganun. Yung mga sobrang
I was actually kind of channeling Jinx. Di ba lagi siyang merong witch laugh?
my God. Monsoon season.
Tawang-tawa ako dun sa tawa niya So,
Nakakatakot actually. Or gusto mo parang mala-Evie.
hindi, mas gusto ko yung kay Jinx.
Nakairita kasi yung tao ni Evie. Tsaka parang it's so put on me.
Medj. I mean, I get it. I get it though.
Gawa.
Masyadong in your face.
Si Marky nasa Amsterdam. Nakita mo yung stories.
Ay, hala, ano nangyari?
Hindi, may parang layover siya na 7 hours yan.
May ginawang
Nag-museum lang naman.
Tinan ko nga.
Nainggit lang naman kaming mga nakanood ng stories niya.
Tignan ko ha. Marky Strom. Stories. Mag-isa lang ba siya pumunta? Did the family go
Mag-isa siya,
ahead?
nandun na sila, diba? Nauna na sila.
Okay. I didn't know.
Sabi ni Win, why not let us guess the word for taboo? Sila sa comments. Pwede rin.
Ganda naman sa Amsterdam. I wanna go there as an
Me
adult.
too! Nainggit ako. Alam mo kung saan ako nainggit na pinaka-aspect ng travel ni Marky? Na nagliliwaliw siya by himself.
Yeah.
I really, really can't wait to travel alone.
Well, I don't like the alone part. But yeah, like, yeah, I would love to
Ikaw
travel.
pa ba? Hindi naman kami nagtataka. Pero alam mo yun, di mo ba nami-miss din? Yung parang just the element of being by yourself. Alam mo yun, na kung
Okay
gusto
lang.
hindi tayo magkakasundo kahit anong ano natin dito, spin natin dito sa usapang to eh, no?
Okay lang.
Ang
Okay
layo
naman.
talaga eh.
Mm-mm.
Roda, yes, I did. Of course, I did. Stayed up, took a little nap, and then woke up for the third set. Unfortunately. Maaga ako today though,
Yeah.
because, you know, yeah.
Yeah.
Maaga ako pero I came in with a long face. Alam mo yun? Parang,
Meron siyang ano eh. Meron siyang like look when she
Tapos pagpasok ko, merong,
True.
in other news, if you're a fan of Roger Federer, the RF shirt is already
It's
on
out.
sale. It's out.
Oh, yeah, it's so cute.
I can't wait to get my hands on that shirt. I told Chico to get one also.
I know, right?
Sabi ni John Sinai, Celine Dion daw ako today. Long face. You're so mean.
Sama.
May Celine Dion. Nakamukha ni, sino yung guest judge sa RuPaul's Drag Race? Nikki Glaser.
Yeah. Medj, no?
It's that long, skinny face. Tapos bird-like features.
But I want to go to Amsterdam with Baby Whale.
Mapapaano na lang ako, Amsterdam.
Amsterdam! Dapat ganun. Damang-dama mo dapat.
I wanna go, or actually I wanna go anywhere really, but alone.
Why?
Why not? Honestly, I can't wait to travel by myself. Hindi naman, sige, gusto ko naman na may friends ako, pero gusto ko yung may option na mag-isa ako. Sana
Or
parang,
may part.
kunyari 3 days
May,
ako mag-isa.
yeah.
So I can explore alone.
No, or ano?
And then we'll meet up and explore the rest of the way
No.
together.
Pwedeng sabay kayong dadating dun sa, kunyari Amsterdam.
Ah.
You all go to Amsterdam together.
Tas galit-galit muna.
Galit-galit kayo. Like,
Hindi kasi pwede yan sa friends ko eh. Sometimes we say that, but obviously, ang ending, when you're already together, you wanna spend every day together na. You're all...
No gets. Yung parang like, kunyari, when you come home after an entire day of going around by yourself,
You can have
you all
dinner.
have dinner together.
But usually, kasi parang, but if you want to go to the same place anyway, kunyari, you both wanna visit a museum, why don't you just schedule a visit together? Diba?
Kasi gusto raw ni Nero, kunyari you had like a Dutch ex-boyfriend. Doon ka sa ex-Amsterdam pupunta, di ba? Kasi
Wait nga, mag-on air na tayo.
Monster RX93.1. Time for the top 10 for today. And we were just, talking about Marky. He was posting stories. He's in Amsterdam. Well, was. And then, on his way to
I think he's already
Norway.
in Norway now.
And somebody was, and so we were saying that we were super inggit. And Hazel said she wanted to travel, right? Alone. Sabi ni Emerson, alam mo, niyayaya ka ni DJ Tom, magtemplo daw kayo. Go to a temple.
Okay na? Top 10 na lang tayo?
Templo, at saka temple hopping. Temple hopping.
Temple run?
Mm-hmm.
Wala na. Hindi na uso yung temple run, okay? Leave that behind. Leave that in 20 whatever, kung kailan man siya nauso.
Sige.
Do you even remember what year that was a thing?
No.
A
But
while
I remember
ago, right?
I was super loved temple run.
Yeah, me too.
For a good 2 hours. Like, ang
Really?
bilis kong nagsawa. Like, it's
Oh.
probably the one game that took me so fast to get tired of.
Give me a wild guess of when it came out.
2002.
2002? Paano mauusin ng 2002? Wala pa nga iPhone nung 2002.
Okay, 2012.
Close. 2011. It was
Oh.
released August 2011.
Oh, wow.
So, I'm guessing 2011, 2012 was like the peak of Temple Run.
See, that's why I don't like unggoy. Even yung naghahabol sa'yo mga monster unggoy. Kaya, so gross.
I enjoyed Temple Run though.
So, here we go. We've got our top 10 for today. Lessons learned from movies. Thanking J.R. Keita for the topic. Let's start off at number 10. Croy Parrell says, the most evil mode of transport ever is a black van. Diba in the movies? It's always a black van.
Even here in Manila, I avoid vans in general.
Yeah.
Diba they do say, pag nakita mo na may tumabi na parang
Na van
van,
sa'yo.
usually try not to pass dun sa side na ng door.
I get it.
Kasi parang pwede
Yeah.
kang kunin na lang bigla. So,
Yeah.
what I do is, umiikot pa ako minsan dun sa side ng driver. Kasi di ba wala dun yung door.
Right.
Or dun ako sa malayo, yung hindi ako pwedeng hablutin. You know what I mean?
Because remember na uso siya before?
Yeah.
People
Right
right
would
before-
get abducted.
Right before the pandemic, remember?
Mhm, I
Couple of years
remember.
before that. Number 9, coming from Maria Victoria. Sometimes the absence of a sign is the sign.
Parang ano lang yan, parang closure.
Yeah.
No closure is closure.
Kasi minsan 'di ba parang yung you're like, show me a sign, if I see him, if I see her again, that's my sign that I should be with them. Tas hindi mo siya nakita. Oh, edi yun na yung sign.
Yeah.
Kasi sabi mo, if it's meant to be, sana magkita kami. Yun na nga eh. Hindi kayo nagkita. So take that as a no.
But most people will refuse to take that as a sign.
Yeah.
Most people will find like ways to interpret other things as a sign.
Tsaka minsan like it's reaching already. Alam mo
Pero
yung kunyari
ganun
parang,
syempre, you wanna believe what you wanna believe.
kunyari it's like, please let there be like a rose. Let a rose fall from the sky if, we were meant to be together. Tapos biglang alam mo yung wala namang rose pero nakaamoy ka ng, kunyari, white flower. White flower!
Amoy rose!
Yun, amoy-
Rose!
Flower, rose, that's my sign. Like medyo reaching pero
Like
Sige.
I said, people want to see what they want to see.
you
People see
will
what they want to see.
remember that? Is that a movie?
What?
Yung nakikita niya yung number 13?
Yung
Everywhere.
13, 'di ba?
Was it a
Isn't
movie?
it 13 the movie?
Yun ba yun?
Yun yata yung title, 13.
Yung parang lahat na lang ng makita niya
13,
13, parang ganun. Number 8 for Melay Supergirl. Huwag kang mag-uuwi ng pagkain galing sa lamay ng patay. Baka sundan ka. I've heard of this. Never
Matagal
bring
na
food
yan.
from a wake.
Oo, ako never. I've never. Because nga, I know that, that superstition. So, even as a child, I would be so scared. Actually, in general naman kasi, ayoko din ako makain sa pagka
I
yung
don't
mga
mind
wake and
eating
stuff like
there.
that. Usually, I don't. But like, as an adult, go na. Pero
Go
when
na.
I was younger, hindi talaga.
Number 7 from Underburner, lessons learned from movies. It is possible to crawl through a river of human waste to escape your prison cell because you are wrongfully accused. And from Jungkook's Girl, from Alive, there is no limit as to what a human being can do to withstand and to survive.
For survival.
For survival, akala mo yung mga things that you would never do? Oh, you would be surprised.
You
what
didn't think
human
you'd
beings
eat a
can do.
friend, right?
And that, remember that?
Pero grabe, favorite ko yun yung movie na yun, Alive.
Really?
Diba? Yung 90s movie yan, diba?
I
Yung
think
plane
so.
crash.
The recent movie, James Franco. True story. Where I had to like cut off his leg to get out
I
of
didn't watch
yung
it.
he was rock climbing.
Oh, I
Tapos
never
na-trap
watched that.
yung foot niya. It got wedged between rocks.
What did he do?
He had to cut off his leg. He was almost nominated for an Oscar for that role.
Oh,
He was very good though in it. Number 6 from Quivo. Lessons learned from movies. If you can't say what's in your heart, sing it. For the musicals. Parang it's better expressed sung than spoken.
For some people.
Number 5 from Al Macchiato and Jungkook's Girl. Villains never use iPhones. There have been articles written about this.
Yeah.
Uh, the director of Knives Out was the one who first revealed it, that Apple lets you use their phone in your movies. I didn't know that you had to ask for permission.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking, it's a phone.
Tapos part ng clause is hindi pwedeng yung villain yung naka-iPhone.
Yes. Tapos sabi nung director, a lot of directors will kill me for this. Kasi nga, lalo na for mysteries,
Medyo
alam mo
you're
na.
spoiling the plot.
Alam mo na kung sino yung hindi naka-iPhone, siya yung secret lead, kontrabida nung
Wala
movie.
na lang mag-iPhone dun sa movie para...
That's what I would do if I were a director.
Me
Para
too.
lang wala
para
kang...
may element of surprise pa rin.
Mm-mm. Pero for realism kasi, can you really have like a big group of people? That's not even one of them is using an iPhone? It's kind of unrealistic.
Or yung paggamitan mo ng iPhone, yung obvious na hindi naman
Yung
talaga.
random.
Oo
nga, no? Like spread it around.
Yeah.
Like give it to a minor
character.
Yeah. Number 4 from the Jedi Master. During a funeral, there is always that one person with a lot of emotional baggage who's watching from afar behind the tree.
Yung hindi invited. Hindi
Either
welcome
hindi
dun sa
invited, hindi welcome, siya yung accidentaling nakapatay, siya yung
Yon.
ex-lover na
Siya yung kabet.
or kabet or ex-lover na yung bad yung breakup and posibleng siya yung reason kung bakit na in trouble yung namatay. Oh my gosh, yeah. I can imagine those
May
movies.
atraso.
May atraso. Tsaka yung, alam mo yung masasabihan ka ng family na, you've got some nerve showing up here today.
Tapos yung inaawat pa ng ibang family member, yung matriarch or yung, diba? Kasi parang syempre, ready nang sugurin ka.
Oh my gosh. I see those scenes in my head. Number 3 from Kim DRD. Lessons learned from movies. Love is the most twisted curse of all. From Jujutsu Kaisen. It's about curses kasi, that anime. They have curses. And yeah, love is the most twisted curse of all.
I mean, nothing hurts us more than, honestly, than like love-related stuff.
Yep.
Either betrayal by someone you love.
Love that ended.
Getting left behind by someone you love.
Betrayed. Number 2 from Patrick Starlord. That during disasters or wars, people show their best and their worst.
Yun yung
Yun talaga yun eh.
Nagsusurface, diba? Those are the traits that, I don't know, for some reason, appear.
And sometimes, hindi consistent with how you perceive them.
Yeah.
Sometimes the heroic ones are the ones na, their worst comes out.
They're cowards pala.
And
or
then yung
they're...
mga ayaw mong tao, sila pala yung heroic, yung mga ganun. So, and the top lessons learned from movies comes from Pearly Shells.
Pearly Shell says,
before we read the actual top entry, meron pa siyang isang entry kasi. No matter how hot or well-meaning, a guy who will kiss you while you're knocked out cold is not a Prince Charming, but a pervert.
a predator.
A predator. Alam mo, gets ko pa yung kay Aurora. Kasi they already were in love.
Right.
When she fell asleep. So when Philip went up the tower to save her and kissed her on the lips.
Hindi yun yung
Hindi siya pervy kasi they were in love and
Yeah.
he thought she died and that was probably like his last goodbye. Ang medyo pervy yung kay Snow White.
Kasi hindi naman pa niya kilala.
Parang, they hardly knew each other.
Oo, wala silang...
And here was this quote-unquote dead girl. And what
being
do you
kissed
do?
Oo nga
You
eh.
kiss her?
It is actually pretty
That is
creepy.
really weird. That is really, really weird when you think about it. And the top, and yung actual top entry, Pearly Shell says, mortals long for eternal life, while immortals long for eternal rest.
Because you always want what you can't have.
Exactly.
It's always
that's the basic
greener, diba?
nature of human, that's the basic
yeah.
human nature talaga.
Mm.
So we think eternal life will be great because we're mortal. And then the ones who actually have eternal life are like,
Please
pwede rest?
end our misery.
like, I can only live I can only relive my life so much. Please, give me some rest. So what about us?
Mm,
Hmm.
hirap pa. I've been watching a lot of movies lately pa naman. Siguro I will just take from like the most one of the most recent movies that I watched,
Mm.
which is Pleasure. Um Sometimes the stuff we watch that give us pleasure were made rather painfully and like violently and like alam mo yon, kasi Pleasure is about this girl who's in the porn industry.
Okay.
Um and then parang basta you'll see like the behind the scenes and what actually goes on when they make those movies. And as a consumer, I mean as a consumer,
Okay.
um I do enjoy a particular genre that's featured in the film na parang ay ganun pala yon. Alam mo yon, yung parang well, I kind of already knew naman. Pero to see it actually dun sa movie, parang medyo nakonsensya ako ng konti for for actually giving them more views. You know what I mean?
I get it. Yeah.
And sometimes I'm sure hindi naman lahat ng cases ganun. I'm sure a lot of those clips that I watch are consensual. Siguro iba naman doon. Ano naman, G naman sila. Pero may mga certain times na alam mo yung parang medyo against their will. Medyo not like it's not the best situation.
Ako, I
Ganun.
don't even know where to start kasi honestly, benta sa akin yung mga ganyan. Yung mga, alam mo yung the lessons that you get
From
from
watching
movies or the stuff that I'm watching. And it's so weird because I can't really like focus on one kasi depending on what I'm watching,
Yun nga, oo.
I get my lessons from there as I go along. So if I were to go with that, I guess one of the recent things that I've watched na K-drama, it showed you the importance of family. And I mean, obviously we know naman that lesson. Pero dun sa kasi, parang they didn't get along. Everybody didn't get along. Away-away sila lagi. And TBH, yung first few episodes parang napaka-kontrabida ng mga family And then I guess that's what it was, the effect it was going for. Na parang you may not get along all the time. You may not be each other's BFFs. But when you really need it, let's face it, it's your family that will come through for you. Alam mo yung the part that the part or the role that nobody will take, your family will by default do that for you. And even if, let's say, for the sake of argument, they don't want to do it, they still will because they're your family.
It's like they're obliged to do it.
Oh, and when you think about it, sige, sabihin mo ng obliged, pero you're still thankful for it.
Yeah.
And you're still thankful that there are people on this planet who will do that for you, even if it's inconvenient for them.
In the same way that you will do it for them.
You will do it for them.
Mm-mm.
And wala lang. That's the most recent lesson that I got to watch, which I know naman in real life because our family talaga is very like that.
Tight-knit naman
we're very
kasi kayo
tight-knit. Pero alam mo yun, it's still nice to see it in something that you're watching.
I agree.
And usually kasi we're deluged with romance, diba? Romantic relationships, even friendships. Parang we rarely see movies or TV shows about the importance of family. So yeah, it was very refreshing. I liked it.
No means no one gets
Yeah, I
left
know,
behind.
right?
Hindi naman ganun yung boses.
Hindi naman.
Parang iba yung hindi ko maintindihan kung si Stitch ba ko si Lilo. Parang wala tuloy tumama.
Uy, but I love it ha. Like yun nga when I
means nobody gets left behind.
si Stitch ba nagsabi nun? Di ba si Lilo?
Mga si Lilo. Malino naman.
Hindi ba si Lilo yung nagsabi nun?
Hindi ko alam.
I don't know. I don't remember na rin.
Bala
I don't
sila.
remember na rin. But thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We'll be back tomorrow, Thursday. Wake up quiz tomorrow. Make sure to catch
Yes.
it if you want to win a prize.
Yes.
Hey, can we just give a shout out to Nathaniel Trilliana? Where have you been?
I know, right?
Oh my gosh, we missed you. Actually,
You-
people were looking for Nate.
You have been
On
remiss
Facebook
in your
Live, so-
duty, your TMR duty.
Good to
TMR
see
duties.
you. Good to have you back.
I know, right? Good morning.
Good morning. And good morning to everybody. Thank you for joining us. Like I said, we'll be back tomorrow. And make sure to stick around because did you see the next jock? Is it Rico? Is it Nikki?
I didn't see.
Is it Gail?
Renegale.
Piliin nyo na lang. It
Pili
could
na
be
lang kayo.
any. No, I think it's Nikki.
Okay.
I think. Oh, but Nikki injured herself, didn't she?
China-check yung time in.
No, napasubo na eh. So I just want to give the right name. Nikki!
Nikki
is up
is
next.
up
So stick around and enjoy more Bright Wednesday. We'll leave you with something from Trey and Hazel, sister, only on the Monster. Bye.
Bye.